It's about 11 o'clock on April 3rd, a Wednesday. E for eManyWizard.com and MarketWizards.com. Finding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Okay, one of the things we want to quickly review is this idea of a breakout. And this is a monthly chart, and we've got a monthly breakout at 66. And that's why I have suggested for us to pay attention to that 66 area. Nothing more than that. It's not magical. It's just traders are trapped. We've got continuation on a breakout above it, and obviously below it, coming back into last month's range, finding support. And we had said at the time we'd use the weekly right now for our monthly because we know that the first week of the month is going to be the same as the monthly, that range. So we can use the weekly range right now to articulate this new month. But what I'm trying to show here is this idea of the interval size and how we can use this chart to remind us of a breakout. And then as we put the new month over here, we can see it, and we're going to monitor this high. So that's why this emphasis so far has been on that 66 is an important idea. And shorts who don't get that, who keep shorting higher highs, you know, one of them will work. Sure, you'll get something out of it, but we've preferred to focus on buying the pullbacks. And come back here and look at the month of March, how far we've gone. Come back and see where we had said at 90, right? 90 to 92 support. We keep focusing on the support because we've been in an uptrend. And we keep suggesting buy pullbacks, buy support, and ride what the trend is. It's been much easier. So I'm trying to remind all of us, especially those who weren't here with us when we were making these calls, of why these ideas are playing out in this direction. And look at the beginning of the month bias from the 25th, end of the month through the first few days. There's a huge bias normally for the long side. And that 87, 88 target coming together. I suggested if you were buying the 75, 76, target still could be for a new high today. So you got your 456, you got the 5 as a short, but rebuying, being an aggressive buy here where we suggested is paid off in spades. Great trade if you took it. There was a chance to realign with the long side. Still supportive back here. Chance to realign. Don't mess with my targets. I told you. Don't know that we can get that 90.75. It's not about trying to get every last tick. It's about trying to feel the flow and the rhythm. That 5-minute RTH chart and 10-minute chart, a beauty. Put it back on the 5. Said you got buy 1, but you didn't get buy 2. Squeeze type trade. Join the winning team. Anybody got themselves a buy and took it? You know, writing this, here's your double top, and we take it out. We said the 85, 86. Potentially could make another new high today. I'm here to tell you that the system works. And I said to you earlier that this is a tough buy at the top, but we still want to think about buying pullbacks because better odds to buy the pullback to get up here. Couple of points remain away from target that we had selected. We had said today we could hit 90.75, 91, let's call it, to 92. And it doesn't have to stop there. It can do whatever it wants. Stops up and just ride this squeeze right now. Here's a 1-minute chart. Anybody gets to that 87.5, 88, paid for sure. And what time is it? A little bit after 11. Primary trade is still in play, and actually it is long side. Trend traders really do have more fun. This will change one day, but for now, thrust is still up. And shorts are guessing tops and have not done very well. All right, so here's our predictive model. We can see what we've talked about all along with our ideas. We understood the importance of this low as our support low, and that was your risk if you tried to buy, as we suggested, that take your profits, take it, don't, you got a gift, take it. And then we get this and we could get chop, and then the market just keeps squeezing to the new high. Opportunity to buy was there. Anybody wanted it and go with the trend. Now we're getting into the top of this zone. We know how to adjust this. We have had a great run, not only this week, but as we've shown from last week. I suggest anybody that wants to nickel and dime up here, make sure you are paid. Target has been 90.75, 91, 91 and a half, not ruled out, but risk and reward starts to come in now. So I'm not calling for a short, but I'm certainly suggesting longs stops up. And part of that psychology, we've also referenced on this target. This low was 89 and a half. We've got the top of this run is a 100-point run. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a long way. If you want to short, you got to have profits willing to risk. Use 92 as your resistance. And we can readjust. And the worst thing you can do is be a gloater. Don't gloat that you're so smart, because rising tide lifts all boats. And people confuse a bull market with brains. It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with buying pullbacks and let the market work. You won today. It's 91.5. We're using 91 and a half, 92. It's our resistance target. You should have profits willing to risk if you're trying a short. And we're coming into the end of the primary trade. I think we'll get small profit taking. I think you have to be aware of this 82, like I said earlier. And if you are blessed with a long side trade, make sure you're paid, and then pick a stop if you want a trailer and let that work a little bit. But If your work is done for the day, take it, lock it, and wait for a little bit later time to do something else. Target 1 has not been hit yet, but we're getting into what I would consider to be a territory that's tough to make strong progress now without some chop. So we know the interval size, right? That's resistance. Fighting box, support box. Okay, so 82s, 83s, aggressive support. And the fighting box right now, obviously, is from the initial high to this 89. Remember, that was our original high. So if we abandon this 86 and keep coming this way, then that's an important idea today. Great trade if you took this, if you were prepared and took that trade. And this was a reasonable trade, but a lot of luck involved with this, with a gap. And this was more of a professional type trade. Okay, I'm buying. I got a chance to buy it. That's the way a professional thinks right there. Sean, tell me what you're thinking.